And welcome back, fabulous fourth graders, to the concept development. We're going to get started on this right away. The question is, or the problem is, round one number to multiple units. Okay, so we're going to take this number, 935,292. And we're going to be rounding this to different units. 935,000, same number, 292. And 935,292. Whoops. All right, so we're going to be rounding to different units. We're going to be rounding to the nearest 100,000, the nearest 10,000, and the nearest 1,000, all right? So let's look at this number, 935,292. Think about the midpoint. Remember, the midpoint always has a 5 in it. So between 90,000 and 1 million, the midpoint would be what? It'd be 950,000. Is this less than 950,000? Yes. So we would round down to 900,000. Let's look at this number, 935,292. Well, think about the midway point between 930,000 and 940,000. It'd be 935,000. And look at this, it's 935,000. So what do we do? Well, look, 292. So it's more than 935,000. So we would round up to 940,000. And over here, 935,292. Once again, we're stuck with a 5. Excuse me, we have a 5 here. And then a 292. So what's the halfway point for thousands? It's 500, right? Is 292 more or less than 500? Because remember, 500 is the midway point for thousands. So this is definitely, 292 is definitely less than 500. So we would round down to 935,000. All right? We're going to take this information and go to our next problem, because you'll see that it's kind of a, it says determine the best estimate to solve a word problem. In the year 2012, there were 935,292 visitors to the White House. Well, we just did that. We rounded to the nearest 100,000, nearest 10,000, and nearest 1,000. Well, our problem is we need to predict how many maps are needed to hand out to the visitors for the following year. So what would be the best way to determine the number of maps that we're going to need for the next year of the visitors? Well, let's look over here. So we had 935,292. If we round it to the nearest 100,000, we might be short on maps, right? Well, we'll print up 900,000. Well, we might have more visitors and we'd be out. Have to run back to the print shop and get some more maps. What if we did it to the nearest 10,000? We'd just have a little bit more, 5,000 more. So that might be a pretty good number. Right here, this is getting pretty close. If we only printed 935,000, it's less than that. So I'm thinking that this might be the best number to use. Yeah, 940,000 maps, please. That way we would have enough to give to all the visitors at the White House. Now, in the year 2011, there were 998,250 visitors to the White House. Let's think about how many maps we should get for this year, the following year. So let's say we had 998,250 visitors, and we're going to try to determine how many maps we'll need the next time around. So we're going to be rounding once again the same number, different place values. And let's do the 100,000s, 10,000s, and thousands. All right, so if we had 998,000, the halfway point for the 100,000s is 900,000 to 1 million. So is this number closer to 900,000 or a million? Well, think about the midway point is 950,000, so this number is definitely greater than 950,000, so we would round up to 1 million. Over here, 998,250. So we're rounding the nearest 10,000. That'd be 90,000, 990,000, right? And 1 million. So what's it closer to? Is it closer to 995,000? Excuse me. Is it closer to 990,000 or 1 million? Well, we take a look at this, and we can see that it's greater than the midpoint of 95,000. It's 98,000. So we'd round this up to 1 million. And then what about the thousands here? 998,250. Well, remember, the 1,000 midpoint is 500. So is 250 greater than 500 or less than? It is less than. So be rounded to stay the same, 998,000. So how many maps do you think we should order for the White House based on these numbers? Well, I'm thinking we better order 1 million just in case. I'd rather have too many maps than not enough maps. So this would probably be, either one of these would be the best estimate for that. Okay, we're going to take a little break right now. Go ahead and get a glass of water, use the restroom, run around the house, say hello to mom and dad, and then come on back for concept development problem 3.